very first bingo. So you playing a part of groundbreaking. You know, I've just started my senior programming. So this is the very first bingo that I'm having for this program. So I appreciate you all being here. I love you. I see I got my 50 Forward family in the building, my YMCA family in the building, people in the community in the building, everybody coming together. And this is where my heart desires, where I can have a space where everybody can come together, you know, regardless of whether you have a 50 Forward member or a YMCA member or a Bethlehem Center member or whoever, you can all come together. But let me go ahead and get started. I don't want to talk too much. We already a little bit behind, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off in prayer, and then we'll go ahead and get ready to play bingo. Yeah. God, we thank you for this day, God. God, thank you for life, health, and strength. God, thank you for keeping us as we rested our bodies on last night to rejuvenate our mind, our body, our spirit, and our soul, God. God, we thank you that you allowed us to be on the wake-up list this morning. We know some people didn't make it, God, and we thank you that we were allowed to be here, God. And God, and because we are here, that means we still have a purpose yet to fulfill, God. God, we ask that you be with us, that you keep us, God. God, I thank you for each and every home that's represented here, God. God, we ask that you touch their homes and their lives, God, from the crown of their heads to the sole of their feet, God. That you meet the need of each and every individual that's present, God. And that the love and the joy and the unity that in this place don't just stay here, God, that it spills and flows over to their homes, God. God, we ask that you be with them, God, as they leave this place, God, but not your presence, that you cover their vehicles, God, anywhere their feet may tread or their tires may roam, God. God, and we're going to go ahead and bless the food when it gets here, God. We ask that you bless it and that you sanctify for the nourishment of our bodies, God. God, I ask that you bless all of the sponsors, God. Bless Humana, God. Bless Nashville TV, God. Anybody that played any shape, form, or fashion in making sure that this came together, God. God, we give you all the glory, honor, and praise, for you alone are worthy, God. You gave me this vision, and I give it to you, God, to lead me as such. I thank you, and we call it done in your Son. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, so I'm going to do just a little housekeeping. I want to make sure everybody has a card. A ticket. You should have 2 pieces on the ticket. You don't need to tear it or anything. That ticket is if anybody wins bingo. Like if you bingo, you get to bring your ticket and put it in this jar. At the end, I'm gonna pick from the ticket, and you get to get whatever's in this envelope. All right. Not only that, if you bingo, then you also get to go back and to the Humana table. We have Humana here, Mr. Greg. I know a lot of you have spoken with him, and we're gonna have an opportunity for him to come up and speak. Let me ask y'all this before I get started. Do y'all prefer to have him speak before the bingo or after the bingo? Before or after? Who all want after? Raise your hand. Who all want before? Raise your hand. Okay, after wins. All right. Majority rules. All right, yeah. So here we'll give a chance to speak. And of course, on your tables, you have information from Humana. You also have information from Nashville TV. Mr. Cedric is here with NashvilleTV.com. If any of you have received the emails that has all the information, Nashville TV not only shows the information that comes from Seniors on the Move, but there are also fitness on there. You got Jennifer on there who does Fit TV. You got Mr. Head that does Let's Talk About It. So there's a lot of programming on NashvilleTV.com. I know a lot of people don't know about it, but that's one of our local stations here, and we want to support that station. And he's always been here to support us, and we want to make sure that we show him support as well. You should have all his information on the card that's at your placement, as well as the Humana information. All right. Well, that's it. Bathrooms are this way. To your left here, and then to your left, that's where the restrooms are. So you go, if you're that, like, you go around and go to the left. If you're coming this way, you can go to the left. Everybody have their cards, but you want to make sure you have your tickets. You have your tickets. And if that's it, that's all the housekeeping. Let's get ready to bingo!
I really hope that everybody's had a good time so far.
Yes, sir.
Can we have your attention, please?
Yes, sir, Mr. Gregory.
And of course, y'all, we're keeping finishing. She's done a lot, y'all. She put a lot of her money, her time, and effort into this to make sure she's very passionate about it. So y'all do me a personal favor. When she does these events, y'all please support her. She's really doing some great things, and I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure she has what she needs for y'all. So whatever I can do that can help her, to help you guys, but y'all make sure she is really out here working hard. So let's give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
So it's not easy putting this together. And just real quick, I promise you I won't be 2, 3, 5 minutes. I'm Pruitt Gregory. I'm with Humana. I'm the local rep here in the area. I service Tennessee, Nashville. I'm also go down to Mississippi, a little bit of Alabama. But basically my job, I don't even like to say sales agent, because that's not what I do. I do more servicing, and I do more helping with resources than anything. What I mean by resources, transportation, making sure dental, making sure you guys are paying a decent and correct amount for the medicine that you may have. Even if you don't have Humana, I'm glad to help you with any questions you have, because I'm pretty familiar with all the carriers. The biggest thing, real quick, starting in January 2025, I know y'all have seen a lot of stuff on news about stuff that's changing over. There are going to be some changes with everybody. I don't care who you have. And don't let anybody fool you. January 1st, there will be changes. Reason being, the budget was not there for Medicare this year like it was last year. A lot of money has been sent overseas. A lot of money has been diverted to the government for government shutdowns. A lot of money has been sent on other things. When you hear about government shutdowns right before you go to bed at night, then you wake up in the morning and everything's gone back to normal and they got the government back running. They're pulling that money from somewhere. They always pull from Medicare first. Always. Because that money is guaranteed to be there. So, in other words, there are going to be some changes, some small, some big, depending on what plan you have. I'm here to answer any questions. If you look at your table, you probably got one of these at your table. This is optional. You do not have to fill these out, but what this is, if you would like for me to speak with you privately or more of, hey, stop by and talk with me, give me a call, this is what I need you to fill out. Give me a good phone number and a name. That way I can reach out to you and schedule some time. We are in annual enrollment, which means now the time for plan changes and anything like that. And also inside those brochures, I've got my card in there with my number. Again, I'm right here, I'm local in Nashville. I'll be more than happy to help you. If you feel like, hey, I have a medication, I feel like I'm paying too much for it, let's talk about it. If you say, hey, I'm going to see this doctor, and every time I go, they charge me $35 for a copay. Is that right? Let's talk about it. The biggest thing I will tell y'all, don't let these people get y'all tied up with these small things. When I say small things, it's really not small. The biggest thing you need to take care of, make sure your doctor's covered, any specialist, and your medication. You're going to have dental, vision, and all the other things in your plans. That's great. That's great. But when they start trying to sway you with flex cards, grocery store cards, those things don't come and go. But you want to make sure your doctor's right, your medicine is right, and that you know what's in your plan. A lot of times, people have stuff in their plans they don't even know. Benefits go. And one of the reasons, too, bagging up just real quick, one of the reasons I'm making changes, like I was talking to somebody about, I asked to call somebody real quick to ask about that. Other benefits like silver sneakers that pay for gym memberships. They had one in every plan up until this year. Because out of 10 people, only 1 or 2 are using them, they're pulling them. So they're still available, but in selected plans. They also have life alerts, free. They paid for them and they paid for the monthly service fee. They're pulling them because people weren't using them. And a lot of people said, man, I didn't know they had it. So it comes from either you call and sign yourself up, which is fine. But when it comes time to being specialized, what I mean by specialized, if you have a medication that you want to know, hey, listen, this is a medication, I don't know if I'm paying the right price for this. Rather than calling a random person, give me a call. I'd be glad to sit down with you. That's what I do all day long. Besides things like this, that's what I do all day long. If you have questions, say, if you have a hospital stay coming up and you want to know which route should I take, or just any kind of specific question you may have, call me. That's what my job is. People that may need transportation to the doctor, doctor visits, eye doctor, any kind of thing like that, or if you need home health care, where you may have, if you're overseeing a loved one, a brother, sister, whoever who's on Medicare, but they need assistance, like someone to come in every so often to help. I've got plenty of people who have issues with mobility, getting around, bathing themselves, feeding themselves. We provide help for things like that. And also I'm tied into community sources, just like Kiki, to make sure, hey, when things like this pop up, that you guys are able to be a part of it. So I can help you in a whole bunch of ways. I really just want what's best for you guys. My job is not to try to get you to come to Humana. My job is to help you with the best possible plan, to help you out, answer questions. And if we have a plan that can fit you better, and if you're interested, I'll be glad to help you. But one thing I will not do is try to sway you or move you. I'm more, like I said again, I'm more of a resource. I don't want to be sales. I do that, but I'm more of a resource. Just real quick, the way I got into this 11 years ago, my mom had congestive heart failure. Long story short, when she died, I had to file bankruptcy. I filed bankruptcy because the man who came and signed her up never came back. Every time we call, we get an 800 number, somebody send us to another department. Y'all know how it is. You call, you hang on for about 10 minutes, on for somebody you can't understand to transfer you or hang up on you by accident on purpose. You get frustrated, what you do? You ain't calling back, you just make the best of it. So I moved in with her to buy insulin and all this other stuff she couldn't afford. So when it got done, they took my car, they took several other things. That's my mama though. So my point was, I told myself, I had just kind of decided to start doing insurance. So I told myself, I'll learn this and do this to the point where my mama might not be here no more to take care of, but I can take care of her, you, him. Because I'm very, just like this young lady, and this is one of the reasons why, I'm very passionate about our seniors. Very passionate. Y'all have worked hard. You guys have endured a lot. And me personally, I think it ought to be just like in foreign countries. You ought not pay for your health care. You ought to get it free. You work. You put the money in. So, and again, this is your money that you're using. This ain't nothing they're giving you. This is your money. I'm trying to help. I want to help you squeeze every little bit of your money out that you can. So, again, not to talk too long, y'all. If you want, again, this is optional. You do not have to fill these out. Inside the brochures on my on one of my cards, I'll be there probably 20 minutes from here over in Antioch. So I'm local, but at the same time, if you want me to talk with you and you say, hey man, let's get together afterwards, fill us out. You don't have to worry about a whole bunch of stuff. Just name, if you want to put an address, but name and a phone number, and just give it to me and slide it to me and slide the key. I'll make sure to give y'all a call. But y'all were great. I had a great time. She's got a lot of good stuff coming up. I'm doing everything to make sure she's fully backed by us to help. It's not just for Medicare, but it's because she's doing a really great job with everything like this. Y'all know you can't go everywhere and gather like this no more. We all know that. So to be able to do that and get fed and have a good time and laugh and talk, that's a blessing. So if y'all need me, I'm here for a while. I'm back here in the back. Again, my number is inside those brochures. Those are just some educational brochures. And if you want, you can fill one of these out and just drop it with me or drop it with her. And I'll give you a call this afternoon, next day, or whenever you say it's convenient for you. Thank y'all for your time.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to do this in as orderly fashion as we can. I have one more question. Is anybody interested in 2 tickets to the Frisk with parking passes? You have to use them by the end of December. So it's 2 tickets to the Frisk Museum. You're welcome. All right, so the food is here. What we're going to do is...
It's Kiki.
Yes, sir.
I want to get a picture of everybody if I can.
Uh-huh.
I want to get a picture of everybody outdoors if I can.
Okay,
Before we
okay.
have the food.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, and that'll give us enough time to where the line can come in, they can get in, then they can come back in. Okay, so we want to get a group picture for the very first bingo for Seniors on the Move. Can y'all do that for me, please? I know it's a lot to ask. I know y'all don't want to get up, but that'll give us enough time to get everybody out and get in line, and then we can come in and get the food. And those who have assistants like Miss Francis, I think Miss Nola has a walker, Mama Janice, those if they can get in, come first. They have walkers and things like that. So we're gonna take a picture right outside, right out here.